Hey there, beautiful souls. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back and thank you for your support. If you are new here, this is Universal Wisdom Tarot. Hello and a big welcome. Well, the year is speeding by, and so I thought it would be a great time to take a look at the last quarter of 2025. So this is a general intuitive reading to see what's coming your way for October, November, and December. But before we get into it, I am just going to ask you to take a quick second and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. While you're at it, click the like button. Both are free for you, and it's a great way to show your support of the channel. It also lets you know when I drop my next video, and it lets me and YouTube know you're interested in more videos like these. Now, for the most part, astrologically speaking, the last 3 months will be shaped by a couple of significant astrological events. For starters, due to their retrograde motion, a total of 3 planets, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, will be in the process of returning to the signs they occupied at the beginning of the year. Saturn's retrograde in Pisces will last through October and November, and this will prompt a reevaluation of relationships and highlight areas that need attention and improvement. The Uranus retrograde in Taurus will focus on community and humanitarian efforts, potentially leading to a greater awareness of social issues and a desire to contribute to positive change. While the Neptune retrograde, which lasts almost to mid-December, encourages introspection and a review of personal dreams and goals, prompting alignment with one's true vision. Of course, we will have one more Mercury retrograde to contend with in the month of November. With this one, emotions will run deep and tempers will be high, causing us to express ourselves passionately. The winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere ushers in Capricorn season on December 21st. But the big news is the Grand Trine. This harmonious configuration involves Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune all in water signs. With Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, this alignment will create a harmonious trine offering a welcome respite from the fiery energies experienced thus far. Jupiter's optimistic expansion will be joined with Neptune's magic, anchored by Saturn's stability and common sense, allowing dreams to potentially manifest into reality. The Grand Water Trine will offer a sense of hope, optimism, and the potential for abundance. All right, my friends, coming up next, your tarot guidance. So I'll see you on the flip side. All right, my lovely Capricorn friends, this is your quick look ahead for the last 3 months of 2025. That means October, November, and December. I'm going to do something a little differently than I do in my monthly readings. I have 3 tarot decks on the table, and I'm going to use one deck for each of them. So these cards will be October, these will be November, and these cards will be December. I have pre-shuffled all the cards and asked for the blessings from the angel spirits, guides, and the universe, so no worries there. So what I thought I'll do is I'm just going to pull all the cards, and then we can get into the detailed messages in one shot. All right, so let's see what you got. All right, Capricorn. So We have 3 cards here in the upper left. This is October. We have 3 cards here in the middle, which is on the right side, which is November. We have 3 cards here on the bottom left, which is December. I hope you can see all the cards. Sort of some limited space here in terms of the frame of the camera. Let's dive in. You have the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. I feel like for you in October, you have a very active period here for sure. And it's like you're looking for some potential. I feel like there is some potential for you for some new something, because you also have the Ace of Swords there. So for some of you, you are getting fresh ideas. For some of you, it's new opportunities for jobs. I feel like you're kind of looking with that 3 of Wands. You're looking to what you've taken probably some action previous months, and now you're looking for the universe to respond in kind to you. This is what putting your ships out there is for me, is, you know, you've taken some action and now you're going to see how, what feedback you get from that, what it results in. The 3 of Wands is a card of expansion. It's a card of growth. It's a card of looking to say, how can I make the most of something? It's the card of progress, right? With, of course, more planning to come and more actions to come. It's not like this is the end. It means that there's work still to be done, but it is, you know, it's the card of saying, I'm ready to do some work to get what I want, and I'm willing to know that there's still some work ahead. Now, for some of you, I feel like you may need to ask for assistance and lean on somebody else to help you with this idea here. But I do feel like your 7 of Cups there is saying you have a lot of offers out there, or you have a lot of options that you can get. I feel like for somebody there is the potential for promotions, but I also feel like for somebody else that there's a lot of new job offers out there, and it's just a matter of you picking and choosing which one that you want to apply to, or you could also have a few offers being made to you, and it's a question of which one is the best fit for you. I feel like this is definitely a time for you to prove your worth, and a time for you to make the most of these opportunities. Make the most of those 7 of Cups, okay? I do feel like you're being smart about this. The Ace of Swords is clarity of thought. It is saying, I'm going to cut out anything that is not serving my purpose. It is the card of saying, I'm ready to claim my domain and to take command of my life, and I'm ready to be mindful and make the most of things, and to guide myself on the path that I want to be on. And you're charging ahead with that sword, right? Armies with swords like ran with the sword in front of them. They didn't hold it behind their back, right? It's like leading the charge with that blade in front of you. And this is what I feel you're doing, Capricorn, in the month of October. There's a lot of potential here for you to prove your worth and make the most of your opportunities. I do also want to say, though, be mindful of your choices. Maybe that is related to money when it comes to the offers that you're being made, because the 7 of Cups is a card of not all offers are great. All right, so it could be financially that you're thinking about something, but also what is the potential of the job. And so I would just say to you, be careful of that. Sometimes we look at you know, a new opportunity, and we say, okay, well, this is great because it's going to bring me more money. But more money isn't always where it's at, okay? There is the element of happiness. There's the element of work-life balance. There's the element of being fulfilled. There's the element of, you know, a ladder to being able to grow and expand in your career, all right? So these are the things that you also need to think about when you're making these choices that you're making. But, you know, if you do have several offers in front of you, I feel like one of them might be really a good money, but it may not be as fulfilling, and I feel the other one will be more fulfilling. And you just need to cut out everything, all the noise, and try to use the thoughts in your mind to get clarity with that Ace of Swords, to know which one has the more potential. All right, now for somebody, I also have to give the message as I get it. There's a potential delay in some kind of return on investments for somebody here. So I'm just going to throw that message out there, but that's a very specific message. So I know it's not for the collective here. So I'm just going to move away from that energy. All right. Respectfully. All right. Let's move into the month of November. You have the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. You're still in your mind here, Capricorn, in November, right? I feel like there's something you don't know how to deal with it, and it's caused you a bit of a temporary pain, or it's caused you some confusion, or it's caused some dramatic moments, all right? Now, for some of you, I do feel that it may be love related. Again, take it how it resonates. Something has caused you in the month of November to have some kind of dramatic something that's made you think twice about it, or it's made you feel a little pain, or feel a little confusion, or feel a little sorrow, all right, with that Three of Swords. And it's like you're thinking to yourself, do I do it? Do I not? There's a decision that needs to be made here in the month of December that is part of this, whatever, this dramatic moment that I'm feeling for you here in these two cards. I feel like it's like you feel like you're stuck, and it's like the dramatic moment is leading to an argument, or it's leading to something, and it's like you're in, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, when you're in an argument and it's like you can't win if you say something, and you can't, and you can't, you know, you just, it's like there's no win-win here. Like, no matter what you're saying in an argument, you could say black and the person's going to go, no, it's white. And then you go, okay, white. And they go, but I wanted it black. Okay, so it's like there's no winning in this argument for somebody. I don't know what's going on there, but I just kind of feel like there's some kind of dramatic moments in your relationships, whether that's romantic relationships, personal relationships, could be professional relationships as well. So be careful, because if you have worked hard to get a new position, right, with that Seven of Cups up there in the month of October, and you've gotten a new job, you have to be mindful of the fact that you'll have maybe new people that you're dealing with, and so hence, you know, you don't need to have arguments on day one with that, you know, person or whatever. If you feel things are getting a little heated and you have the opportunity to like spend some time and take a day off, or, you know, work from home, or just relax at home and just step away from whoever you're having this argument with or this dramatic moment with them, I would say to you, take that opportunity, let the energy cool down a little bit. All right, but I do feel also like you're at least like that. You have also the Queen of Coins here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are coins in this deck, and I feel like very much here that, you know, it means that you're starting to take a look at the big picture, right? The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't get where she's at because it just happens by magic. It's because she's put a plan in place. She's taking care of the details. She's put in the hard work. She's been very detailed, a very detailed oriented person. It's somebody who does the analysis, does the hard work, takes care and makes sure that every I is dotted, right? And that, everything is perfect. So, well, not necessarily perfect, but everything is taken care of so that the environment can be perfect later to enjoy the hard work that the Queen of Pentacles has put in. So I would say for you that you're doing some careful planning here, or some careful work in order to set up that environment for you. And obviously coins is financial, right? So financial planning here, and the potential for, I'm going to say, advice in terms of investments for somebody. And if it's not if you're not doing that yourself, you might go find somebody who is a professional and seek their advice on this, on how to make better investments with your money. All right, Capricorn, let's get into the month of December. You have the Lover's card, the Queen of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. I'm going to say very clearly, there is a strong focus on your love life. It doesn't get any more clear than that. You're definitely going to have a romantic end to your year. That's lovely, because if you are in a relationship and it hasn't been going well, it's an opportunity to get it back on track. If you are not in a relationship, you may meet somebody and it becomes a strong partnership in the month of December. And if you're not looking for love, you are committing yourself to your friends and your families and other people and other things. And it's the card of choice. So you're making choices in your life, the Lover's card here. But I'm feeling for somebody that there is a very romantic end, maybe somebody to the year, and somebody is going on vacation and perhaps having a nice romantic getaway with the one that you love, because now you can take off some time at the end of the year. I feel like the focus of the Eight of Pentacles is saying you are focused in on whatever your risk might be, whatever that means to you. Okay, take it how it resonates, that it's calculated risk. It's calculated risk in finance for somebody. It's perhaps focusing in on your finances for other people. I feel like you're keeping your eye on the prize with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a nurturing energy, but we can nurture ourselves by taking care of ourselves in the physical form, but we can also take care of ourselves in the mental form, but we can also take care of our environment around us, meaning, our jobs, our, situations, our home life, our finances, our what have you. All right. So I feel like this is a time where you need to, if you're looking at taking risk, that you focus in on this properly and you make it a calculated risk, right? As opposed to a high risk kind of thing. It's more of a calculated risk. And I feel like this professional advice is maybe you're still ongoing with it, or I feel like for somebody that you are still getting that advice for your investments there in the month of December. But you're staying organized. You're managing your situation. You're managing your workload for some of you. And I feel that that's going to be really important for somebody in going into 2026, because if you're overworked and you don't have a handle on what's going on, 2026 then cannot work so well for you. All right, Capricorn, that's it for this reading. I will see you again very shortly. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.